Hello, everyone. It is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. I am Annika Spalding, the Community Relations Director here at the Amarillo Little Theater. And this is Thursdays at 3, where I go live every Thursday to get you caught up on what's happening this week at ALT. This season, Thursdays at 3 is generously sponsored by our friends at Brick and Elm Magazine, Amarillo's premier lifestyle magazine. Every single issue of Brick and Elm is packed with fantastic articles written by local contributors and will keep you up to speed on all things Amarillo. You can grab their brand new January, February issue on newsstands right now, or you can head over to their website at brickandelm.com to subscribe. Tonight is preview night for Dial In for Murder, happening at the Alan Shankles main stage, beginning tonight, Thursday, January 16th, and running through the 26th. Tonight's performance, where tickets are buy one, get one free, by the way, begins at 7:30. There's also a performance tomorrow night, Friday night at 8 o'clock, and Saturday night at 8 o'clock. Performances will resume next Thursday and run through Sunday, the 26th. Directed by Terry Wilson and with a cast full of ALT veterans, this show will surely knock your socks off. You can get your tickets by calling our box office at 806-355-9991 or 24 hours a day at AmarilloLittleTheater.org. Make sure to get your tickets to see this brand new adaptation of the thrilling Hitchcock classic. We are so excited about it. And don't forget to check out our Checkout ALT library program. We have partnered with Pantex, Amarillo Public Library, Canyon Area Library, and Carson County Library to give library card holders access to exciting live theater. Through our Checkout ALT program, you can check out tickets to see ALT shows just like you check out books. How cool is that? Tickets for Dial In for Murder are currently available for checkout, and a limited number of seats are available for the performances tonight, January 16th, and Sunday, the 26th. You can read all about our ticket policies for this program on our social media pages, as well as on our website at AmarilloLittleTheater.org. Okay, attention volunteers. We would love it if you would go ahead and start signing up for ushering and concessions for Dial In for Murder. It helps us out so much when those slots are filled early. Way less panic on our end. Remember, if you volunteer to help with ushering and concessions and we have the seats, you can see the show that night totally for free. So if you're interested in helping us out, please contact our volunteer coordinator, Lissa Guerin, at the information you see on your screen. There will also be a build call for First Date this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Adventure Space. We're going to try to only have 2 work calls for this show, so we would welcome any and all help that is available this Saturday at 10 a.m. at the Adventure Space. And please RSVP if you will be joining us for lunch. Again, you can do that by contacting our volunteer coordinator, Lissa Guerin, at her email you see on your screen, or by calling our box office at 355-9991. We love it when you RSVP for these work calls because we want to feed you for lunch if you're going to be there. You can always come at any time. If you just can show up for an hour or whatever, you don't have to stay through lunch. But if you are going to be there for lunch, we like to know so we can get a proper head count. We would love it if you would join us for that. Again, we only want to have 2 work calls for this show. So we want to get as much done as we can this Saturday and next Saturday as possible. So we would really appreciate your help. Academy registration for the spring semester is in full swing and classes are beginning this week. You can see the list of available spring 2025 classes by heading over to our website at AmarilloLittleTheater.org, clicking the Academy tab, then click Classes and scroll down to Class Descriptions. You can register for an Academy class right up until the very first day of that class, but these classes tend to fill up quickly, so do not wait. Also, the James and the Giant Peach audition packet is now available on the Academy page of our website. Those auditions are happening this Monday, January 20th, and Tuesday, January 21st. Head over to our website at AmarilloLittleTheater.org, then click the Academy tab and scroll down to audition information, and you can find the audition packet there with all the info you need to audition. There are roughly 13 roles available, plus a large ensemble for ages 5 through high school seniors. You must be registered for an Academy class in the spring to audition. This is going to be such a fantastic show. You are not going to want to miss auditions for that. And let's keep it going with our volunteer of the week. All right, congratulations to Travis Tidmore. Travis is our AD for Dial In for Murder, and on top of that, he will be running lights and sound for the production. Travis is so committed to ALT, and we are super grateful for him, so congratulate him whenever you see him. And let's keep it moving with some breaking Broadway news. All right. Ella Beatty, Billy Crudup, Lily Rabe, Hamish Linklater, and more will star in Henrik Ibsen's Ghosts at Lincoln Center. Very, very exciting. Rashidra Scott will teach the world new ways to dream as the next standby for Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. Also, a warmest willkommen, bienvenue, and welcome to Eva Noblezada and Orville Peck, who are joining the cast of Cabaret at the Kit Kat Club. Very, very exciting. Of course, Eva just left The Great Gatsby on Broadway. So amazing in that show from what I've seen, the little clippies I've seen on TikTok and whatnot. And finally, some Broadway and local news. Broadway 6 will welcome a new cast of queens this February, and one of them has ties to Amarillo. For those of you who know Macy Watts, her sister Kelsey will join the cast of 6, playing Jane Seymour beginning in February. Thought that was so exciting. Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. Okay, please welcome my special guest today, star of Dial In for Murder and my good friend Marley Hoggatt. Hi, my friend.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm ready for preview night.
Yes. Can you believe it's finally here? Has it felt like a long process, or does it feel like it snuck up on you?
It feels like it's been a long process because we auditioned at the beginning of November. We
Yeah.
had to just because, breaks for Christmas, breaks for Thanksgiving. So
Right.
they had to kind of push us out a little bit so that we could get a full rehearsal period while taking breaks for the holidays.
Well, that makes total sense. I want to show everybody some pictures. We have a picture from an article in the Amarillo Tribune. Guys, go read that if you haven't had a chance to. So great. And then we've got some production photos. There's you and Jerry Tidmore. Love these. Y'all, the set is so amazing. I can't wait for everybody to see this set. We've been
Yeah,
joking
it's
that
beautiful.
Jason's house is looking really bare right now.
Right?
He has really helped us furnish this set so well. Okay, Marley, can you tell us a little bit about this new adaptation of the show, how it diverges from the original, and a little bit about your role in it?
Sure. So in the original, Margot Wendis, was played by Grace Kelly in the movie, played by Jerry Tidmore on our stage, is a wealthy socialite. In the movie, she's married to a retired tennis player, but she's having an affair with a tennis pro named Mark. In our version, she is married to Tony, who is a failed writer, a failed novelist who took a job as a public relations representative for a publishing house. And
Okay.
she is or in the past, she had an affair with a female novelist that Tony represents as a public relations representative.
Mhm.
So there is discussion in the show of a past relationship between two women, but Margot cut that off. She's trying to commit herself to Tony because she thinks that's the right thing to do.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, her trust could possibly be misplaced.
Interesting. Okay. I love this. And also, just to make it clear for our audiences, we did not write this adaptation. This is an adaptation that we purchased the rights for. This is ALT has not gone rogue and diverged from the original. This is
No,
a
if you,
very well received adaptation that we
yes, it's
purchased
had
the rights for.
professional runs in Houston, in Chicago, in New York with exceptional reviews.
Yes.
Um, a quick Google search will tell you all you need to know about the show. There is nothing explicit in it. There is nothing offensive in it. It is a thriller that you think you know what's going to happen by the second scene, but you don't have all the facts. If you are a true crime fan or a thriller fan, the show is for you.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Marley, this is a very small cast,
It
especially for a
is
main stage show. What is it, like 7 people total?
5.
5 people total. Okay. So, can you tell us the advantages, in your opinion, of rehearsing and performing a show with a small cast?
So we were very lucky in this cast. All of us have performed in shows together for years. We know each other very well. So the kind of trust that it takes to pull off a show that has as many tense and dramatic moments as this one does, it's already been there.
Yeah.
Terry said when she cast us, part of the reason she chose the cast she did is because in some scenes and auditions, we felt like we'd already been friends for years. That
Yeah,
chemistry was there. And
right.
honestly, that's because we have been.
Mhm. It helps
So,
when you don't have to really rehearse that part of it, that you're
yeah,
just coming in sort of ready to go, and all of you are veteran ALT actors, so that, to not have to work on any of the chemistry there, I'm sure helps
right.
Terry and then helps you guys as actors too.
Absolutely. When you're
Yeah,
doing scenes that feature attempted murder, it helps a lot when you already know the person that you're in that scene with and you trust that they aren't going to put you in harm's way.
totally, totally. So, Marley, you're a busy working professional,
I am.
full-time job outside of volunteering for ALT. So, what was it about this show that made you want to audition and give so much of your precious personal time to ALT?
I love the time period that it's set in. So early to mid 1950s, culture was changing after the war. Alfred Hitchcock was the big director at the time, and
Mhm,
this is originally a movie that he directed. Um, he's known for being someone who flipped the thriller genre on its head or the horror genre. So getting to do something that he originated was really exciting.
mhm.
Um, we're always used to comedies or musicals, those are the big thing, but there's just something about a good thriller where you don't ever really know what's going to happen next.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, for sure. Can you tell us a little bit about the rehearsal process and what that's been like for you with Terry directing?
Sure. So Terry is, um, like I said last night after our last rehearsal, oh, Captain, my Captain, um, would follow that woman into battle. She
Yeah.
is a director who trusts her actors to make choices, but she is also a great communicator about what her vision is for the show.
Mm,
So she gives you a picture of what she wants to build and trusts you to use the tools that you have to build it.
mm.
Um, in rehearsals, she's great about saying, let's go through this scene, see what feels natural, and adjust from there. And lets us feel our way through the scenes, which then helps us build the characters at the same time.
I love that, sort of giving you the freedom to play and discover things for yourself. And then maybe she'll be surprised in the process and could
Right.
potentially take things in a direction she never anticipated because of what you guys are bringing to the table.
Yes,
I love that. And it takes a talented and seasoned director, I feel like, to be able to do that, to have that
absolutely.
trust, because then obviously she trusts herself enough to not have to plan out every little thing, then she can
Right.
sort of almost fly by the seat of her pants in a way.
Yeah,
I love that.
absolutely.
So Marley, what would you say to someone who wants to audition for ALT but hasn't felt enough courage to pull the trigger and come audition or volunteer?
Everyone is rooting for you. There
Mhm,
is nobody sitting in that audition that is watching you and hoping that you fail. We are there supporting each other, caring about each other, and we want to see everyone succeed.
yeah,
So don't go into it with the mindset that, oh no, if I'm not perfect and Broadway ready, someone's going to laugh at me or somebody's going to judge me.
mhm,
We are all there worried and nervous about our own performances, and all of us want to see the people around us flourish and succeed. And you know what? Every single one of us has had the experience of opening a cast list and we're not on it.
yeah,
Whether we gave an audition that we know was terrible or an audition that we felt strong about.
yeah,
We've also all had the experience of opening a cast list and seeing our name and being thrilled. It's
mhm,
just the nature of the beast. Um, don't think that if you come to one audition and it isn't your show, that you'll never be cast in the future.
mhm,
Directors are all looking for different things. They're thinking about a lot of different things, not just, each individual audition. They have to put together an entire cast. Um, So if at first you don't succeed, please come back. It's not
Yeah,
because you're terrible and untalented. It's because at this time, this just wasn't your show, but the
right.
next one could be. You never know. And that's kind of the thrill and the horror of theater.
So true. I have to say, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, I don't know that there's anything as thrilling as someone who's been around ALT for almost 20 years.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know that there's anything as thrilling as a new person who shows up and just kills it or does
Yeah.
something completely out of the box or something we've never seen before or gets on stage and opens their mouth and you're like what is happening. It's so fantastic. I don't know that there's anything as thrilling as seeing
Yeah.
someone brand new and being able to almost see their trajectory at ALT. Like I can
Yes.
already see all the shows you're going to do.
Oh, yeah. And it's so exciting to see new names on the cast list with you
Mhm.
so that you know you're about to make new friends.
Yeah,
And that's always the best part. You know,
so
we
true.
don't do this to be a star. We do this
No.
for the community that we're in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so you specifically are a huge advocate for ALT and the arts in the Amarillo community. Why do you feel the arts are important?
The arts teach us empathy.
Mhm,
Um, when you are watching a show, you are seeing the experience of people from another time, people from another culture, people who aren't the same as you.
mhm,
Being able to hear their stories, watch their journeys, gives you a perspective that you didn't have before. And that teaches us empathy. That teaches us compassion. It teaches us to be more open minded and kind and accepting people.
right.
The arts are a place for people who don't always feel like they fit in.
Mhm.
If you aren't the traditional red meat football all American, there's still a place for you in the arts.
Yeah,
And if you are the red meat football all American, there's a place for you in the arts too. Because
yeah,
I remember that quarterback picture of Alan Shankles. That's burned into my mind forever.
yeah, right.
There's room for everybody in the arts. And sorry, the cat decided she needed to be in the interview
It
as
wouldn't
well.
be a Marley interview without a cat cameo.
No, no, it really wouldn't. Um, the arts are important because of what they teach us and what they allow us to be. You can be your full self when you're expressing yourself through art or when you are taking in a piece of art, whether it's a play, a symphony, a painting or sculpture that moves you in ways that you didn't know you could be moved.
Agreed. Agreed. Could not agree more. Also, you give so much to ALT, former board president, volunteer for so long, performer, backstage helper, all of the things. But what does ALT give back to you?
ALT is my community. ALT is the family that I wasn't born with, but I chose.
Yeah.
These are the first people that I call when something great happens or when something bad happens.
Hmm.
It's a place that has allowed my husband and I to be closer together. In fact, uh, I would count him in things that I've given to ALT because we swapped
Absolutely.
places and now he's on the board and he's
Yeah.
been backstage and very briefly on stage.
We love Willis around here. I was just
Hmm.
singing his praises before we hopped on here. We absolutely adore him. And that's the thing is that if you're not someone who wants to be on stage, if you just want to have a community and give of your time, if you believe in the arts, but you don't want to perform, Willis is one of those people. Crystal Burns is one of those people. We've got tons of those people around here who don't have any desire to set foot on stage, but who are just as big of a piece of our community as anybody else is, but who are a constant presence
Hmm.
on the board or helping with concessions and ushering or helping with work calls or helping with costumes or whatever. We have volunteer stuff for you. We've got Peg Lovett up here
Oh, yeah.
reorganizing prop storage every single day.
God bless
May
Peg.
Jacob help. Oh, Marley, you would not believe this place. It is already completely transformed.
I can't wait to see that.
Oh, it's absolutely unbelievable. for those of you who don't know, I office upstairs in the light booth, and right behind my office is prop storage where we have all of our props. And for so long, it has been the most disorganized mess. At the end of a show, when we strike, stuff is just kind of like thrown up there. You just don't really know. There's some, or it's like, oh, in this general vicinity, you can probably find XYZ.
Yeah.
But now you walk into the left, you can fully walk around.
What?
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild.
Oh,
Like
she's
the
amazing.
the swiftness with which Peg Lovett has already transformed this place. It is a type A organizational personality person's dream come true. It's
Amazing.
it's amazing. But that's what I'm talking about, is that, Peg directs, and she, is not necessarily on stage, but is helping do something so necessary and important for us to be able to do shows in the future and make it easier for us to find things, and saving us money so that we're not
Yes.
buying props that, oh, we didn't know we already had that because it was buried under mountains of stuff.
Yes.
So very, very incredible. So all that to say, if you're not a performer, that is okay. You can still be as much of a part of ALT's community as people who are on stage constantly. So Marley, you and I grew up doing children's theater together
We
at Amarillo
did.
College. It's where our love affair began. How did that experience inform your love of theater? And why is it important for kids to participate in the arts, whether or not they choose to perform professionally as adults?
I think for me, it showed me the value of, again, that community, because
Yeah.
that's really what we were, and what can be done when we are unified and working together towards a single goal, whether that's, putting on a show or choreographing a piece of dance or whatever the case may be. It showed me the importance of everybody who has a hand in building something great.
Hmm.
Um, whether you're designing the lights or painting the set or you're in the spotlight on the stage, none of it can happen without each one of us.
Hmm.
And that's a lesson that I feel like I've used my entire life.
Oh, for sure.
Um, I think, especially, we are a true Texas community. There are a lot of those values that, we all grew up with. Sports is huge here.
Yeah.
And sometimes kids who aren't maybe interested in athletics feel like they don't really have a place to fit in. But
Hmm.
the arts, whether that's choir or band or dance or theater, that gives everyone a place where they can be. And
Yeah.
that's so special.
Agreed. I have to say, I think for me, I learned so much confidence taking theater classes as a kid. And you think about getting older, whether it's college interviews or job interviews, those are performances to a degree. You're
Yes.
you're performing, to make a means to an end. And whether or not you ever go on to do theater in college or professionally or anything like that, those classes as a kid, I see it with my own daughter taking academy classes, the confidence that it builds in her and the ability to get up on stage in front of people at an incredibly young age and be able to kind of hold her own. It's incredible what an hour or two a week can do for a kid's confidence and ability to stand in front of people and not be afraid.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
as a professional and somebody who manages a team,
Mhm.
I see a lot that skills like being able to present, being able to teach, being confident enough to speak in a meeting are not skills that are taught in college
Right.
or, in school.
Mhm.
You get those through experience, whether you're doing speech and debate, theater, whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
But those skills serve people so well in the job
Right.
market right now because it's just not something that everyone learns to be comfortable doing.
Exactly. Exactly. So get your kids signed up for the Academy if you haven't already. That registration is open right now. Classes have started this week. There are classes that are full, that are not full, that are ready for your kids. So take a look at our website. The class descriptions are available on the Academy's page. Definitely take a look at that because these classes are absolutely wonderful. Our instructors are so great. Harrison Stringer, our Academy director, is doing an amazing job with these kids. And again, James and the Giant Peach auditions are happening this Monday, the 20th and Tuesday, the 21st. So don't miss that. You do have to be registered for an Academy class to audition for Academy shows. Marley, is there anything else you want our audiences to know before they come and see this fantastic show?
I just want them to come. Uh, if you're a fan of the old movie, don't be put off by the fact that it's changed. You
Yeah.
will still have the great experience of seeing something thrilling, feeling that tension, feeling that fear. You're going to see 5 great performances. Well, 4 great performances, and then I'm going to be there too, and I'm going to be doing my best for you.
Stop that.
And you will see something that people from your community have poured their time and their energy and their love into to put this on for you. You and I both grew up here. We've heard people trash Amarillo. Both of us moved
Oh,
away and came back. But, you know, it's common to hear people say there's nothing to do here. There's always something to do in Amarillo. And this
right.
is one of the best things that you can do. Come support live theater, come support your community and the people you live in community with. It takes an entire team to make something like this, and we are so grateful for everyone who takes the time out of their evening to come see us, to come support ALT. We wouldn't have been here 97 years without our incredible community who supports the arts. ALT has seen a lot of growth, a lot of change, but you know, like Alan always said, we stand on the shoulders of giants. We
Yeah.
stand on his shoulders too. And I have to feel like all of them, all of those people who gave so many years to building ALT have to be so proud of what we've made it.
Oh, I
And
love
I'm proud of
that.
it too.
Agreed. Agreed. Dennis Humphrey says, "Hey, it's my favorite person named Marley."
Hey, it's my favorite person named Dennis.
Dennis, where are you? Come audition for a show. What are you doing?
He's probably at Disney World.
Quit visiting Casey at Disney World and come back and do a show at ALT. Dennis, come on. We're waiting. We haven't
Yeah.
seen you since Wonka. What is happening?
Mm.
We miss you so much. Marley, I am so excited to see you in this show. I'm always so happy to see you on stage. If you have not seen Marley Hoggatt in a show, I'm so sorry for you because I have to say, as a performer myself, you are one of those people when I'm on stage with you, I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Marley's got my back. Like, I can always expect you to be fully right here with me, reacting. If something brand new happens, you're reacting fully in the moment. It's not like a rehearsed, I'm going to do the same thing every single time. I just love performing with you on stage. I love watching you on stage. I cannot wait to see
Oh,
you in the show. I'm so, so excited.
well, thank you. I hope you love it. And I hope all of
I
our
will.
audiences love it.
I really think they will. Dennis says Achilles surgery. Yikes.
Oh, ugh,
Yikes. Dennis, I'm so sorry.
oh, that's
Oh, that
awful.
sounds painful.
Yeah.
So, okay,
Well,
I'll allow that
yeah.
excuse. For not-
Recover soon.
I'm so sorry, Dennis. I hate that.
Oh,
Andrew Hawkins, our sound man, says, I have been enjoying this show so much. The cast is so good. Everyone should come see it.
yeah. And Andrew is one of those unsung heroes of ALT
True.
who pours so much time and so much expertise into what he does. And he doesn't stand on the stage and take a bow after the show. But
Right.
without him, we wouldn't be able to do what we do ever.
Oh my gosh. And definitely one of those volunteers and helpers that um, swoops in at the drop of a hat. If he is needed, he is right there
Yep.
helping us. So, Andrew, I'm very, very grateful for you for that. Okay, guys, get your tickets to see Dial M for Murder. This weekend, tonight is buy one, get one free. Then tomorrow, and tonight's at 7:30. So don't be late. If you're coming tonight, 7:30, get your tickets, buy one, get one free. And then tomorrow night at 8, Saturday night at 8, no Sunday performance this week. Then we'll pick back up next Thursday and go all the way through Sunday. Our Checkout ALT program still has tickets available if you have a library card through the Amarillo Public Library or Canyon Area Library or Carson County Public Library. You can get tickets through those programs. Such a cool program sponsored by Pantex. We're very, very grateful for that. And Hugh Fristo says, I'll be there tonight selling concessions and tomorrow to see it. I can't wait. Get your tickets, folks.
Yay!
Yay, Hugh. We love you so much. And get registered for Academy classes if you haven't already. Auditions for James and the Giant Peach are happening, like I said, Monday and Tuesday. So you have to sign up for a slot for that and also be registered for an Academy class to be eligible to audition. You're not going to want to miss that. Harrison Stringer is directing that, and he is absolutely fabulous. Do not miss your chance to audition for James and the Giant Peach. Guys, that is it for Thursdays at 3 today. Marley, thank you so much for joining me on your preview night. I'm so grateful.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I always love chatting with you guys. Again, make sure to get your tickets for Dial M. Sign up for ushering in concessions if you haven't already. It always helps, Lissa, for those slots to be taken as early as possible. So if you have an hour to give us, we'd be so grateful. If you have time to see the show and we have tickets available, you can see the show for free if you help with ushering or concessions. Sign up for Academy classes and let us know if you can join us for work call this weekend. At 10 a.m. at the Adventure Space this Saturday. That would be so helpful. And you guys, thank you so much for watching Thursdays at 3. I'm always grateful for that. And y'all have a great weekend. We'll talk to you later. Thanks, Marley.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.